And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
I think it all came.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 120! Nice stat. You got protein spill.
SOS.
Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Taking a shot for six. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. A hit turned it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Bell running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go, set. 180.
Here we go, D. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Bravo.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way down to the 29. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. Muscles him off. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They start the 2nd half with Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're outside.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Who that? Who that?
Oh, lady.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Lady. Topper.
Darnold from the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch out.
Lefty.
Watch out. Deuce.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tyler, 64.
Wentz now to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Danny.
To throw is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more.
And he loses the football a 2nd time, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Joker, 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Let's go. Great.
Alert flare.
6-6, bullet high.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4 Tokyo. Here, shift.
Hey, watch that.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Darnold. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles take over
Let's
first
go.
and
Let's
10
do this.
at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On the ground, Kamara. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays. Possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
58 to Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the 44, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to take it in in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 280.
54. Mike, 54. I'm going to run you.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And a defensive back, Jamal Adams, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
I got it.
Check. Fresno.
Wentz to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 54. Not today, you are.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Jets 36.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Ramp. Yeah.
Hey, switch gears.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Empty.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.